All right, in the last week, I've got over 100,000 views on YouTube Shorts. I want to share with you guys everything I'm learning through this process, where I'm struggling, and the changes that I think I can make to get this content to perform even better, and how you can apply it in your own content. So, yeah, number one thing here, I think I'm close to about 120. It doesn't look like it's slowing down right now. It's kind of wild. This morning, I was like at 57,000 views over the last 48 hours. Wasn't quite expecting this. I've kind of decided in the last month, I got to make my content work. I work in content. I have to make my own content work. Watch time has been really good. Unfortunately, again, this is all from Shorts. And then subscribers, this is where I've been lacking, and I'm going to dive into this here. The number one thing, top content during this period, if like we look at these, so this one's at like 34,000 views POV, and we can just like view this on YouTube.
I just left my car and
It's literally just a meme. POV, the job that made you start Googling how do I start my own business. Subtitles, I edited it down a little bit. And little secret here, I actually sped up this clip to be 1.2x speed faster than it is originally. It just plays a lot better, goes a lot faster, just increases engagement. Really interesting thing here, went up, plateaued, and now we're getting to a going up period again. I'm wondering if it's going to plateau here. I can't quite tell. But the really big thing here, what I've determined, obviously all of these platforms, they really care about what your average duration is. So if we're looking over here, 47 seconds, this video is, I think, 50 seconds long. So we have a really high average percentage viewed. That being said, on Shorts, so on YouTube, when we look at long form content, you have click-through rates on thumbnails. That's like the really big motivating factor, because if they're going to take up real estate promoting your content in the browse features, people need to be clicking on that thumbnail. A little bit different when it comes to search, but like browse features, limited real estate, they got to make it count. So the click-through rate on Shorts is the percentage of people that stay to watch your content. This has 77.4% stayed to watch, 22 swiped away. So what I've kind of determined, if you're not getting over 60% on these, the algorithm is just not going to push your content. With meme-related content, B-roll related content, shorter videos, a lot easier to do. This is an example of a really long video, just because it's a lot more engaging. It works. If I were to repost this video, insane watch time because you get at the beginning, not super accurate here because it obviously loops around at the end. Now, right here, if I were to redo this video, I would probably actually cut this video right around 56 seconds. If I could, my target would be to get it down to here and to specifically cut out the last little bit at like 59 seconds. So specifically this part of the video, I would cut that out because we get massive drop off here. People get the point. I would probably end it. And if you've watched this video, I'd probably end it. There's a really good visual transition that you could end it on that I'd probably reuse again. It's somewhere right in here. I can't remember exactly where.
Thanks. I gotta catch my flight.
Yeah, right there. That's the transition I would use. In fact, I'd maybe even cut the video just right there because the entire point has been gone across, and it would bump average duration here. I mean, 1 minute long video, we're at 47 seconds. If we cut it down to right here at 55 seconds, we could probably get that average duration up a little bit higher too. I mean, we'd be pushing darn near 90% on a minute long video, which would be really good. And again, they care about average duration. This is the only thing I'd really change about this video because the retention was really good. We don't have a massive drop off. We have the spike here because people are coming through again at the start of the video, but we just have a normal decline. People get the point of the video, they move on. But again, first 3 seconds, people who stay to watch, Instagram has it. And I don't know if Instagram or YouTube does this any different because Instagram does the first 3 seconds. On some accounts, they give you the stay to watch metric. It just kind of depends what update you have. But again, it's the same thing here. It's like the click-through rate. If they're going to put your video in the feed, which again, limited real estate, it's the constraint. How many people's videos can be displayed on someone's camera? We have a limited resource. So in order for it to be promoted, it has to be good. People need to stay to watch. This is the biggest factor here in performance, which brings me to actually being really excited. It's actually a video I posted today. This one on Zuckerberg. I go to video analytics here. So yeah, it took off a little bit, plateaued. Most of my talking head videos get between 1 and 2,000 views. Where I struggle is in the engagement amount of these. This one got 53%. I'm not overly excited that this video is going to be pushed out. However, my average talking head video, about 30% of people stay to watch. So I'm much more excited about this being able to perform well and go and get views than I am other content. And this was a reaction style video. Zuckerberg kind of going through branding and what Mark Zuckerberg what he's doing with his social media. Youngest rich person in the world. He's creating content, trying to, rehab his brand because he sees the return on it. If anything else, when you go before Congress and you're super popular on social media, I feel like it makes it harder to call people to testify. So that being said, if we look at any of these other top performing videos during this time period, if we look at this one right here, we go to engagement, 77% stay to watch. This was a 31-second clip, average duration 18 seconds. So we're at about 60-ish% watch time. It's a little low. It got 4.8 thousand engaged views, 7.4 thousand total views. So again, like when we're looking at this, it's kind of to be expected. It's a shorter video. It doesn't have as high as retention. The algorithm just isn't going to push it as much just because, again, it has the watch time, so it got pushed out some, but it didn't get the average view duration to go further, which is unfortunate. I am considering, because if we go back to engagement here, we have a little cliff and then we have a pretty significant drop in here. So if I were to go through, I would actually look at doing the 1.2x speed. I would look at seeing if I can edit out any potential pauses in this and just speeding it up. The other thing that it does is it kind of like breaks the pattern, because if people have seen this clip before, this is from Schitt's Creek, they've seen it before. But if you edit it, change it, do different things to it, add more engaging features, it kind of breaks that pattern of what they're expecting. They're like, what's going on here? Whether they recognize it or not. Yeah, that's the thing with this video. It got good click through. Did not get as good of watch time, hence the views being 7.4. This one is really interesting because this one was much shorter and its graph looks vastly different. So it's got 24,000 total views, 11.5 engaged views. This is a much shorter reel. It's 16 seconds. It's a small clip from Rick and Morty. We don't have a ton of drop off here. Again, 16 seconds. It's not very long. If I wanted the engagement to be better, I would look at adding more to this text on screen, or potentially having a CTA to go look at something in the caption. It did get pushed though, 70% stayed to watch. So alignment there was good, not as high as the other video. If we look at average view duration, 17 seconds. We literally have like 101, 105 somewhere in there percent average view duration, which is insane. Part of the reason why it doesn't plateau, it just, for a long time here, it just keeps on recommending it. I'm assuming this range did dip below 70% at one point. I'm assuming it's one of two things. One, the competitiveness in these shorter view seconds, even though it's 105%, I might need 120, I might need 130% average view duration. Here, viewers engaged, audience stayed to watch, 69%. It's below 70. I think you really need above 60 to be pushed. You probably need above 70, 75 for it to be pushed mega viral. So that's just like the one negative thing with shorter video. You just have to be on your A game. Otherwise, you're going to be outcompeted, period. It's a competitive, tough world out there when it comes to short form content, especially in the meme world. Now, granted, most of the time for your business, you're not going to be like, I'm using memes because I'm running memes through the Converts framework and I am using them to get massive views on my content. And again, if we look at some of this content here, my entire objective with this is just to get my face in front of more people. So if we click on this video here and look at it, again, I have my username, I have my face, and then I'm connecting with symptoms or my target audience here in the description. So my only objective with this is to reach either wannabe entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs. And that's like the way, like, you can use memes to reach new audiences. Funny enough, like Dave Ramsey, his most viewed video ever is a reel of a raccoon stealing food from a cat bowl. And it's just a meme. And on it, it says, "This is how taxes work." And that's it. And he got 53 million views. Now, there's ways where you could totally turn that into money generating monster machine if you have lead magnets that you can pair with that copy. Because when you reach that many people and you include your how to avoid taxes guide attached to it as a lead magnet, again, you can use that to get people on your email list, nurture them more, because a meme isn't going to nurture them nearly as much as we're talking with like head to camera content. So like if we look at like steal her 16 million view strategy, I stitched Shelby Sapp's most viral piece of content. And again, we look at engagement here, 25% stayed to watch. Average view duration, 22 seconds on a 54-second video. So we're at like a 40% watch time. It just doesn't cut it as far as competition goes. We look here, like hook, again, 3 seconds, we kind of get through, and then massive drop. So I take too long getting to the payoff. And then, yeah, average view duration stayed, again, it's not bad. This for some reason got more dislikes than likes, which is interesting, but because it's straight value. But again, if we just like look at this piece of content, this wasn't even Shelby Sapp. This was Layla Hosey's most viewed video. I flip-flopped him. And tough thing here, so with this video, if I were to do this again, I would have stopped sharing the audio from my screen with the recording, because what happens here, I do the introduction and then I watch the video, and then and only then do I do the delivery. Now the issue with this one, this had trending audio on it, and I don't think I have audio shared. It got scratched out. I had to remove the audio because YouTube has different rules than Instagram. This video was her top reel from Instagram, so when I'm doing this reaction video to it and upload it to YouTube, YouTube doesn't like it for copyright reasons, even though I can post it on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, literally everywhere else on the internet, and they're like, yeah. YouTube is like, no, bad. So I have to remove it. That's probably part of the reason why I'm getting this drop here. That's a really tough thing, because my whole initial idea, with these reaction style videos is I'm going to take their most viral video that they've ever had and react to it. The issue is, and I'm actually slightly frustrated, disappointed, confused, mad, all of it together. For most creators, it's memes or a piece of B-roll content on Instagram. Rarely does a face to camera talking head style video like this actually make it to the forefront of their content. And like Dave Ramsey, I was like, oh yeah, his top one, 53 million views, blah, 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 blah. Like the first 20 of his videos were all freaking memes that his social media manager has posted. And they've just gone mega viral because they apply to so many people. So many people can relate to them. Like everyone pays taxes. No one wants to pay taxes. We all kind of view it as, well, I'd say about half the country probably views it as stealing. And then, I'd say there's probably 25% that are mildly not happy with it and 25% who are happy to pay their taxes because of what they get from it. I fall in, I'm halfway, I have 1 foot in, I'm mildly happy, and I have 1 foot in, it's straight up stealing. But like, again, this isn't about my views on taxes. This is about going viral. And so many people's content are memes or B-roll of trends that get the most views, that resonate with a symptom or a desired outcome that everyone wants. So if you're trying to go viral and you're just trying to reach new audiences, I would do that. If you want to get followers from it, I would add a CTA to follow. If you're trying to get leads from it or need leads in your business, I would pair it with a lead magnet to solve that, whatever the symptom is or the desired outcome, something that helps get them there or helps fix that pain point that they're feeling in their business, in their life, wherever. All that being said, what I'm trying to do and thinking of doing on these talking head videos, because I'm trying to have higher output. Now, this video is interesting because I'm getting 48-hour views on it, even though it's been out for 5 days. A lot of shorts, if you notice on these other ones, they stop after 1 to 2 days. Engagement on this one, 34%. Again, pretty average for my channel with the talking head style videos. As soon as I get done with my hook, I jump into the value of the video and I get dropped. I'm not 100% certain why that is on these videos. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. But yeah, it's interesting because it's still getting views. People just don't stay to watch them as much. Going back to what I was saying, I'm trying to up production quality, trying to tell more of a story, and trying to add in audio effects to the video that add a level of depth to them beyond what you're seeing on the screen that increase the engagement. So yeah, that's what I'm working on with my face to camera videos. Hopefully I can start to crack that code this week on YouTube and start to get those same results. I'm seeing, it's funny enough, because YouTube used to have like a much tougher algorithm compared to all these other platforms, but I'm getting the best results on YouTube right now. I've reached about 100,000 people the last 7 days. Instagram, I'm at like 25,000. And I think TikTok, I'm at like 10 or 15,000. So by far, YouTube is giving me the best results. These are the metrics that are really affecting those views. And yeah, if you guys got any value from this video, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me reach more entrepreneurs that are just like you that are trying to create content to help them grow their businesses. That being said, hope you have a great day.